Hey guys, welcome to the I'm Kovic.
And I'm Bruce Greene.
And welcome back, Giraffe Man.
He's back! I'm so excited! Oh,
you.
yes. If you like looking down iron sights, you got a bright future ahead of you.
Not only will you get to put legions of 16-year-olds on the bad side of a red dot in Call of Duty, but we'll also get a brand new Battlefield in 2016.
Our favorite chief financial officer, Blake Jorgensen, confirmed a Battlefield for 2016. That's next year in an Electronic Arts investor call yesterday.
Yeah, specifically Jorgensen said that, I quote, "We have a new Battlefield experience coming in Q3, that's fiscal year 17.
As far as the dates go, companies have weird fiscal reporting calendars. Q3 fiscal year 2017 translates to holiday 2016.
All right, and that's really about the news, but you guys deserve more, right?
Yeah, what kind of show would this be if we just rattle off a single quote to you and call it a day, Lawrence?
Well, that would make us a YouTube news show.
Are you making fun of us personally?
Why would you self-burn me?
Just yell the news, Bruce!
Sorry, well, let's pretend we're a newspaper, something, and provide some information. Battlefield 2016 automatically poses some new questions. What kind of Battlefield is it, and who's making it?
So the easy assumption here is that it's just Battlefield 5, the next numbered Battlefield from DICE, the people who typically make Battlefield, but that may not be the case here. Blake Jorgensen described it as a Battlefield experience. And we've had some Battlefield offshoots before. You know, we've had like Bad Company in the past, and more recently, Battlefield Hardline. From that, you can kind of see that EA wants to make Battlefield their offshoot shooter franchise, kind of like how Call of Duty has its offshoots like Black Ops and Advanced Warfare. They kind of want to splinter Battlefield out to be like a multi-pronged property. So, are we going to see a new offshoot of Battlefield, or are we going to see Battlefield 5? We can make some guesses on that based on the context and the timing of the release.
That said, the timing of this release doesn't indicate to us that it will be another Battlefield offshoot.
That's true.
EA did say, though, that they were very happy with Hardline sales numbers in a previous investor call, but we wouldn't expect them to launch two Battlefield subseries back-to-back.
That'd be really weird.
I mean, I picked the game up the other weekend just to kind of test it out. It's seriously Battlefield in name only, and the engine and everything. You're a fucking cop.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right.
I don't know why they have to call that Battlefield, but I get it because it's a brand.
Lawrence, you think it could be Battlefield 2144?
Maybe?
Space robots.
When I think about whether this would be a main or an offshoot, I think about this like board meeting at EA where they're kind of setting the tempo of the next 10 years of the Battlefield franchise or whatever. And what I imagine them doing is saying, okay, we'll have our offshoot, then we'll come back to main series. We'll have another offshoot, we'll come back to main series so people don't get confused about the Battlefield brand.
It absolutely makes the most sense that it would be Battlefield 5 in holiday 2016, so let's put a stamp on it.
On to the next question, though, who the hell is making this game?
It's tempting to say that series developer DICE is making it, but that kind of gets complicated.
Right, not only is DICE launching Star Wars Battlefront this November,
yes!
Yeah, we're all very excited, but they're also developing Mirror's Edge Catalyst, which will launch just 3 months later in February 2016.
That's gonna get delayed, right, Lawrence?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. It's too close at this point. I think if it were going to get delayed, it would have already. And DICE doesn't tend to actually delay releases. They're pretty on point. When they announce a date, it typically hits that one.
That's true, you're right. So if they're also developing Battlefield 5 for holiday 2016, you got Mirror's Edge, Battlefield 5, and Star Wars Battlefront. That means DICE they have 3 AAA titles in the span of a single year.
That's insane. Yeah. I mean, they've obviously all been in development at different times, but my God.
Yeah, that's insanity.
Most development studios struggle to get a single AAA title out every other year, so 3 seems really insurmountable.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of possible, provided DICE is working with 5 to 6 other studios to get these games done, but that's kind of more of a Ubisoft setup.
Yeah, and Ubisoft seems to flaunt it a bit more. Maybe EA just kind of keeps it quiet, but at this point, we actually haven't really seen a collaborative development of that scale from EA.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is possible they've aligned their ducks properly, and Battlefield 5 will be the first showing of that.
Yeah, we figure it's more likely that it's coming from another developer, one that doesn't have an announced project yet, that's kind of blowing my mind. I would be surprised if DICE let Battlefield 5 go to another studio.
As we mentioned previously, DICE is on the tail end of 2 AAA products right now. We also previously reported that Hardline developers Visceral Games are working on an Uncharted-style Star Wars game right now.
Oh, that's true. So going down the list of EA developers, we figured DICE Los Angeles is a likely target for Battlefield 5. Is that right, Lawrence?
Yeah, a lot of this stuff adds up, and it's probably DICE LA plus DICE Stockholm, and then who knows who's going to take like the banner credit for developing it, but DICE LA makes a lot of sense for doing a lot of the heavy lifting on this project. Just so you guys know, they haven't really released a project that's only them so far. They were actually formed after Danger Close Games closed. Those were the guys who developed Medal of Honor previously, and Warfighter. Remember there was a game called Warfighter?
I do, I like that name, Warfighter.
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 You fight at a wharf.
Frank Underwood played it for like a minute.
Oh, that's right, he did.
Who? Oh.
Dice LA, they have experience with Battlefield. They actually co-developed Battlefield 4 with Dice proper, meaning they're familiar with the franchise. They've worked with the people who started the franchise. And to put a cherry on it, all we know about their current project is that it's based on Frostbite 3.
Oh, okay, cool. So that makes total
sense.
sense.
Yeah. So after a whirlwind of shoulder shrugging and casual wiki diving, we're ready to put our chips down on Battlefield 5 Boom! For Holiday 2016, coming from Dice Los Angeles.
Cool. Hopefully that also means we'll get a Battlefield 5 beta. We miss you, Giraffe Man. We really miss you.
It's a meme.
Freedom isn't free.
Yeah, you need to dislocate your shoulders and stretch out your spine to get it.
Please like and subscribe for hopefully Battlefield 5 beta news. Bruce Greene says it's going to start in 3 months, so get ready.
See you on the battlefront.